What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you the Brussels sprout recipe I've been eating every single day for the past week. Not only is this extremely delicious, I guarantee anybody you serve it to is gonna love it, and we can have this on the table in around 20 minutes. And for all of my amazing, healthy, anabolic, and diet-friendly recipes in one easy-to-use place that's gonna tell you what to weigh out, the calories, the macros, everything you gotta do to succeed. Don't forget, you can always grab a copy of my cookbook, which you will find at the first link in the description box. Plus, you get this thing one time. Every time I drop a new video like this one, the book gets updated for free, so it keeps growing. Always giving you an opportunity to get in that kitchen and do your body some good. Make sure you hit that link to check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are ready to have a little fun, let's get this thing going. Come on.
You're only gonna see me where I'm paid to be. I'm only watching TV if I'm watching me. Got it out the mud, now my Jordan's clean. Diamonds on me dancing, let them drip on me. Bring a couple bottles, put it on my...
So the first thing we're gonna start with is a bag of Brussels sprouts. I bought this in the produce section of my local grocery store, and they are fresh, not frozen, which I recommend for this recipe. If you want them to be crispy, we wanna eliminate as much moisture as possible, and frozen ain't the right choice. Because we're not children, we're gonna be employing a food scale. I'm gonna weigh out 252 grams. And once we got them weighed out, I'm just gonna pour them onto a cutting board. And when it comes to trimming these, we have two objectives here. The first one is we wanna take each Brussels sprout, put our knife right in the middle, and cut it in half. That right there is perfect. And the second objective, which is pretty rare, you might find some pieces with the stem still on them like this. We'll just go down through here, bap, get rid of that, and then we'll be in business. And now all I'm gonna do is go in one by one, cut all of these in half, right down the middle, like so, doing our best to keep them even, that way they all cook in a similar fashion. Not one piece gets burnt and the other one doesn't. But basically, we're just gonna do this until I'm finished, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Bam, in no time at all, we got all of our Brussels sprouts halved, and we're moving on to the next step, which is the first round of seasoning. We're just gonna toss all the Brussels sprouts down in a large mixing bowl. Then we're gonna hit them with a light coating and non-stick cooking spray. Then we're gonna coat them with around a gram of garlic powder, a little dash of kosher salt, a dash of black pepper. Then we'll give these a quick toss to mix them up. And then we'll repeat all those steps one more time to make sure we get a full coat. Cooking spray, garlic powder, black pepper, kosher salt. Now that we got these seasoned perfectly, I'm gonna grab my air fryer basket. We're gonna coat the inside with a little non-stick. Then we're just gonna toss the Brussels sprouts down inside. Now we'll just go in by hand, make sure we space them out a little bit, and that looks perfect to me. And now all we gotta do is air fry these at 375 degrees for about 15 minutes. At the halfway point, so around 7 minutes or so. You're gonna pull the basket, you're gonna shake it to make sure they get cooked evenly all the way around. But I'm gonna show you that here momentarily. So for now, we'll set it up and let the festivities begin. While waiting on that, I need me a little snack. Which flavor? Hey, how about the new one? White chocolate, berry. The best tasting protein bar in the game just got a new flavor. The white chocolate berry crunch is the same protein bar you know and love, covered in white chocolate, but this one has Captain Crunch berry cereal in the middle. If you traditionally hate protein bars, I'm telling you, this one has completely changed the game. You can go over to theanabar.com, read the reviews. If you don't believe me, which you should, I'm a trustworthy guy, as honest as Lincoln himself. 3, 2, 1. I wasn't lying to y'all, check that out. You can actually see the crunch berries in there. Best tasting protein bar, hands down. If you wanna check it out, go over to theanabar.com, use my code RJF10 at checkout, you're gonna save money, and I guarantee you're finally gonna be eating a protein bar that doesn't suck. Now, let's check on those sprouts. And all right, check it out. Brussels sprouts, halfway through, you can see they're starting to get a little crispy, starting to get that roasted look that we love. But what we wanna do here to make sure they're evenly cooked all the way through is pull out the basket, give it a shake, then we'll go back in, spread them out a little bit, and perfect. Now we're just gonna close the lid and let them finish up. Check it out, these just finished up, and if you look, you can see the outer leaves are crispy, but the middles are cooked and tender. This is exactly how you want them. If you've never had roasted Brussels sprouts, especially the honey sriracha kind you'll find at restaurants, this is the perfect texture, look, consistency that you want. Now, we're just gonna grab a large mixing bowl, toss these down in, and as these stand right now, you could eat them and they would still be delicious, crispy, full of flavor. We already seasoned them, we air fried them, but I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you do this extra step. We're gonna create this honey sriracha glaze that is not only low in calories, sweet with a hint of spice, and delicious, but it's also stupid easy to make. Let me show you. So what we're gonna do is place a small saucepan on a food scale. Yet again, we're not children. We're gonna weigh these things out. We're gonna start with 25 grams of sriracha. The next up, we're gonna add in 21 grams of honey. Now, honey does have a little bit of sugar, but the amount we're using, spread out throughout the whole recipe, is gonna be pretty negligible. And I find that with honey, you have a lower insulin response as opposed to regular table sugar, and there's a ton of health benefits. If you don't believe me, give it a go. After that, we're gonna add in 10 grams of lemon juice. Then we're gonna add in 15 grams of a liquid sweetener. sweetener. This is allulose, and it's perfect when you're trying to create thick glazes and sauces without adding a ton of sugar or even more honey. I'm gonna weigh out our 15 grams. Now we're gonna add in 5 grams of rice vinegar, 2 grams of a 0-calorie sweetener. I'm using sucralose. And then last, but most certainly not least, 1 gram of minced garlic. Now I'm just gonna go in with a whisk, mix everything together. And then once we got it mixed, we're gonna transfer it to our stovetop. I'm gonna set the heat to medium, and I'm gonna stand here and whisk this while it heats up for about 3 minutes. It's slowly gonna thicken and become that sticky glaze that we all know and love. And how to know if it's done? If you go in here with your whisk and you start doing this, and you can see that these spots remain uncovered for a little bit before all that sauce comes back in, that's how you'll know it's thickened up and ready to go. And now all we do is take our sauce and pour it over top of the sprouts. And now the final thing left to do is go in with some tongs, toss these around and make sure they get a full coat of our sauce. Just like so. And now all that's left to do is plate them up and serve. And boom, there we go, people. I present to you air fried, healthier, and better for you fried honey sriracha Brussels sprouts. So they obviously look the part, but do they taste the part? I'm here to give you guys that review. Before I do that, just a quick heads up, Young LA just restocked some of their favorite items. Everything from the block party shorts that I'm wearing, to the gym bags, to the backpacks, to the tank tops, and even more stuff. So if you ever wonder what I wear in all my videos, even this cutoff shirt, 99.9% of the time, it is Young LA. You can head on over there for some of the best apparel ever. Use my code RJF at checkout. You're gonna save money, and you're gonna love the stuff, I guarantee it. And you might wanna act fast, because the stuff that restocked today sold out for a reason. People buy it up quick, so go check it out. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I know if you do, you're gonna love it. So anyways, let me get down here, give me a Brussels. Oh baby, check that out. You got that crispy leaf on the outside, the sriracha glaze in there, nice and crispy, perfectly cooked, just how we like it. 3, 2, 1, let go. I already knew this was gonna be good coming into it because I've eaten it every day this week. But seriously, if you've never had Brussels sprouts done this way, if you've never even had roasted Brussels sprouts, do yourself a favor and try them. The Brussels sprouts are crunchy. And then once you add that glaze to it, it's sweet. It's a little spicy, not overwhelming, but it gives it this unique flavor that makes these things truly a delicacy. If I have to choose between choking down asparagus or eating Brussels sprouts this way, I'm choosing this every time, every single day. Now in the entire recipe, if you make it exactly how I did it, the glaze and all with all the Brussels sprouts, what you end up with completed is 220 calories, 0 grams of fat, 9 grams of protein, 46 grams of carbs with 9 grams of fiber. It says it's vegetable fiber. If you want to, I never do it personally, but you can subtract the fiber out of the calories, puts it a little closer to 200. All for right over half a pound of Brussels sprouts that have been seasoned, crisped up, made sweet, made to taste like your favorite appetizer at BJ's, Star Cinema Grill, TGI Fridays, wherever it is that serves these. It tastes just as good, if not better, in my personal opinion, yet we were able to make it right in the comfort of our own kitchen. That's what I always preach about long-term weight loss, diet success. Adhering to this is you gotta make it a lifestyle. You gotta think. We all eat food every single day, right? A lot of you guys are probably cooking and eating stuff at home already. And all you have to do is replace those things you're already eating with stuff like this. A side of French fries from McDonald's, if you get a large fry, it's like 1,000 calories. A side of mashed potatoes with gravy, 500 calories. Macaroni and cheese, 700 calories. And those aren't even filling you up in the same way that something like this will. It's all about finding the foods and recipes that you actually enjoy. Just start eating those in place of the other unhealthy stuff you're making, and without even having to pay too much attention to it. You don't have to get crazy like I do, where you're tracking things in an app. Literally just by changing those things, you're gonna reduce your overall calorie intake, and it makes the losing weight thing, the building muscle thing, that much easier. Bottoms up, guys. Final bite. For me, this is an easy 10 out of 10. I love it. My girlfriend loves it. We've eaten it every single night this past week as I've been perfecting it, trying to get it perfect for the channel. And now that I got it, I'm probably gonna eat it for the next week straight. Real talk. If you're not making this, tag me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're social. Let me know what you think. And as always, if you have my cookbook, it has been updated, so this recipe is now in here. We have all the hacks, tips, and tricks to make your favorite foods, except we've tweaked them to make them diet friendly, but still delicious. Like I said earlier, you don't get to give up what you love. You just gotta make the better choices. And if you do that more often than not, the results come no matter what. Hit that link in my description to check it out. All right, people, my mouth is on fire from these. Not that they're that spicy, but you need a whole plate of them. I need some water. I haven't had any yet, so I'm gonna go do that. Appreciate you guys as always. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, smash that thumbs up button. Do you have any other side dishes you want to see me make? Comment them down below. Subscribe for more amazing recipes, weight loss, muscle building tips, whatever it is you're into. Subscribe. I'm gonna be bringing all of that. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see every one of you at the next video. See you guys. Boom, 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 baby. We gone.